You need to change the way you play the finals because it's costing you wins. So I put together 20 advanced tips that you need to incorporate into your gameplay to help you win games and be a better teammate. Starting with number 1. RPGs do 200 damage. You can easily one-shot a light close range and survive your own rocket. Just make sure you're over 200 health. Stop. I already know what you're going to say. But you didn't one-shot him and he was light. Listen, bro. He was out of the area effect. That's why it didn't work. So make sure you're above 200 and you're not going to rocket yourself. End of the day. Bye. If you're the last one alive, please do not try to be John Wick. You're trying to win a 1v3. As much as you think you are him,
you are not him. You are not him.
Instead, just stick around closely, preferably hiding, so that you can get the enemy trying to steal. Which brings me to my next point. Stopping enemies from stealing cash outs. Listen, downing an enemy takes time and ammo. Let's be honest with ourselves. You have worse aim than Stevie Wonder. So use a stun gun instead of trying to get a kill with a gun. You have the stun gun instantly and it will stop them from trying to steal the cash out. It stuns them and they can't aim down sights, walk anywhere, so it's basically a free kill. If you have no movement on your character, you can scale buildings by standing on the windowsill, jumping out and turning around. You will vault to the next level and you can even vault onto roofs as well. So do that if you're getting chased and you don't want to die. This is very useful and I've gotten a lot of kills with it. But around the map, you're gonna see a lot of usable items. A lot of things like cranes and wrecking balls are actually usable. So just go to the top of them and you're gonna see like a little control panel and you'll be able to use them. You can use these to break walls. You can use these to break buildings and roofs and enemy clay and all things of that nature. Just make sure using them to your team's advantage. Do you camp? Well, don't do that in this game. Throughout the game, you're going to find many different events. One of them is called Orbital Laser, and this will blow up anybody trying to a cash out or standing still. Yes, this does hit through buildings. My personal favorite tool, the grappling hook. This can be used to get heights, swing like Spider-Man, and just close the distance between someone that's one shot. But my favorite thing to do is to fake like you're going off of a platform to force an enemy to follow, and then you grapple back up. They're gonna follow and fall to their death. Dumbass. I cannot stress this enough. The mesh shield should be the main thing you use on the heavy class. You can actually win 1v3s with it. I know I just mentioned you shouldn't take 1v3s, but that's because you are not him. I am him.
No, I'm not him. I'm just him.
But no, just learn how to utilize the mesh shield to your advantage and when to block and when to attack. When they're reloading, you don't get 2 weapons in this game. You only get 1. So when you reload, you're kind of wide open. I can't slash. Get off of me! What the fuck? What animation was that? I didn't even get an animation. How do you counter having to reload in someone's face? I'm glad you asked. If you ever have to reload in someone's face, strafe left and right. This moves around your hitbox, making you harder to track, which allows you to get your reload off and then finish them when they're reloading after they missed all their shots. Now listen, if you use medium, the Guardian turret in this game is OP. It does a lot of damage, so let's move to training mode for this. It can be attached to items and thrown into buildings that may have the cash out. So it can do a little damage before the real players actually go in and start doing damage, and it can actually be placed through windows. It can be attached to walls, and not only that, if you pick it up, it could place it back into your inventory, and then you'll place it down again, and it's going to be right back at full health. You can do this as many times as you want. There's no cooldown on this, and that's actually OP. For you to be able to just continuously pick up and place it, and it'll be at the full health, no cooldown, no none of that. Yeah, this is definitely going to get nerfed. Something like that is going to happen, so make sure you take advantage of this before that happens. Now, I know you might love taking every single jump pad you see because you're just such a fiend, but anybody with decent aim will be able to beam you out the sky, so don't just take every jump pad willy-nilly like that. Good fucking thing. Have you ever been playing and got robbed? Yeah, me too. Sometimes you gotta know if you're a guardian or a thief. Communicate with your teammates, move together to know if you guys are more interested in stealing the cash out after it's been placed or guarding it all the way through, because sometimes at times you're gonna be guarding the cash out and another team will come in the minute you guys die, and because the respawn is so long, you're gonna be upset that you guarded it for like 80% of the cash out and now you guys didn't even get it and you guys just wasted your time. It doesn't matter who has it in the beginning, it matters who has it at the end. Bro, do I even want to try to get the fucking... We was protecting it the whole time just for that to happen. Are you... One thing I don't see a lot of people doing If you want to revive a teammate that died, pick up their statue and drop it somewhere where you can revive and look and see what's happening at the same time. Don't just stare down and revive them. You want to be able to have your back to a wall or something and see everything in front of you while you revive. The absolute most strongest canister or gas or material thing is poison gas. So how do you counter it? With fire. Fire lights the gas on fire, and to disperse the fire, you throw a smoke grenade on it. But there's no way to disperse the gas instantly without turning it into another damaging material. So I would use gas grenades since it takes longer to disperse, and it takes like 2 things to disperse it rather than taking 1 thing to disperse it. You get me? Aim for the head when shooting people. When you die in this game, you have to wait 23 seconds to respawn. And I know during that time, you would just turn on TikTok and start scrolling until you hear your sound cue to combat. But wait, resist that urge for 1 bloody second, because a teammate may be coming to revive you. And when you revive with a full amount of health to fight again. So please, pay attention to the screen. I know the breach charge for light is used to blow up walls and get into places and deal damage or whatever the case is, create openings, but you can actually use it to down enemies and save bullets. Remember when I was telling you you only get 1 weapon in this game? Yeah, you really do only get 1 weapon in this game, so you may want to save as much bullets for killing people as possible. So yeah. Also, never, and I mean never, try to down somebody that's being healed by a medium. Just down the person that's doing the healing and make your life easier. Trying to kill somebody that's getting healed is going to waste bullets, and you could be shooting somebody that has no gun out. So that's the smarter play to do, please. Let's say you're fighting someone that's holding the vault. You are almost always going to win because he doesn't have his gun out. So realistically, prioritize the cash out. Instead of being kill heavy, try to play the objective and place the cash out so that your team can actually win and get on the board. You can throw the vote into the cash out. You don't have to actually go next to it and then press E to put it in. All you have to do is just make sure that the vote touches the cash out. Damn, I have no angle. Literally make one. Make new angles, break walls, break ceilings, and shoot enemies through those holes that you made. If you're the last person alive, please defend from afar and just wait until they're stealing and down the person that's trying to steal it. Because if you die and you was the last person alive, now your whole team needs to respawn together, and the timer in the bottom left corner of other people's countdown all starts from like 23, and now you guys are all gonna have to wait even longer, and that gives the team more time to just steal, and it's just not a fun time. Just shoot the person that's trying to steal, and you're going to save your team a whole lot of trouble by taking him off, and you're going to get the cash out and you're going to win, all because you waited. So be patient, please. The absolute greatest movement tech with the medium is to jump pad plus goo grenade. You're gonna place down a goo grenade or a goo canister like how I do in this clip, and then you're gonna try to angle the jump pad in a way where it will push you forward rather than pushing you just up. Can work on other materials and other platforms, but goo is just one of the main things that you'll find everywhere, and it's much easier to use. So just place down a goo canister or a goo grenade, and you'll be able to use that and push forward, okay? The evasive dash on light can be used to cross distances. It's not just used on the floor, it's a dash. It's like a mid-air boost. Last but not least, if you're a black man trying to play around cover, understand that the cover will disappear. Mind you, this is an indestructible item. Why in the world did this disappear? This makes no sense. I don't understand why this happened. I can't find no other explanation, so please let me know in the comments.